I think that term is not real. I think the term 72 virgins is like saying how many times have you lost your phone? A fucking million.
Yeah,
it's like that kind of it's not. It's an exaggeration.
But I think the real promise there, though. I mean, the 72 virgins is but I think the real promise for suicide bombers is, again, its status. It's like if you sacrifice your life on behalf of the group's mission, you're a hero. You're like a god.
Yeah.
And so that's the promise. And again, I think it's a really good example of how human beings value status over their lives.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how much we value status. We're the only animal that kills ourselves, which is just a weird thing in itself. An animal would voluntarily end its own life. And very often the reason that people kill themselves is because it's a sudden drop in status, or they feel completely isolated and alone. So they're lacking in those essential kind of psychological resources to such an extent that they, end their own lives. And that's how much we value these things. And suicide bombers are another manifestation of that. Like if you're going to consider me a hero, and if Mohammed is going to consider me a hero, strap me up, brother. That's how much. That's how crazy we become about these social rewards.
God, that is such an insane belief. It's so insane. And when the most evil thing is when you hear about them talking kids into doing it.
Yeah.
A young child, you're getting what is the youngest suicide bomber they've ever used?
I don't know.
Just the idea that you can buy into it so much that you're willing to let your children go do that.
Yeah, but it's
wild.
It's evil if you think it's this kind of calculating, kind of mathematical algorithm of advantage. But they sincerely believe it.
Yes.
They really believe it's true.
Right.
I mean, I've been before I was an author, I was a journalist. I've been meeting kind of crazy people, including Nazis, as part of my journalistic career. And that's one of the things that always strikes me, is that they really believe it, this crazy stuff.
They believe it.
So it's not evil in the sense that they're doing anything calculating by talking their children into being suicide bombers. They think they're doing something heroic.
Yes.
They think they're doing something amazing.